Hey guys, Kenny Wisdom here with another card of the day on PKMNcards.com, and today we are bringing you Vileplume from Undaunted. Now, I know a lot of you may be thinking that it's not a random card. I selected this card, I didn't click the random button, and that's because we're doing things a little bit different for the next few days. I'm trying out a few different formats you guys suggested. Some of you guys want the randomness, some of you guys want only old cards, only new cards, only competitive cards. And so the next few days we'll be trying a few different formats, and please let me know what you like in the comments. I am willing to do whatever you guys want the most. That's why I make the content, and so I'd really be very appreciative of any feedback you guys have as far as what the format should be like. Moving on, I selected this Vileplume because there is an upcoming reprint of this card. Well, a functional reprint, not an actual reprint, but it is a Vileplume that has an item lock ability. And I think there's been some mixed signals about how good this card is, and I really want to just kind of lay it out there and tell you guys what I feel. Now, the first thing is that this card is my favorite card ever printed. I have a ton of good memories with this card. I love what this card does. The art is beautiful. The ability to play Trainer Lock is just incredible. The ability to play Control decks. Mind you, I actually lied. This is my favorite Pokemon ever printed. My favorite card ever printed is Twins. But either way, I love what this card does, and the new one is not going to be as good. We do have Lysander. There is the new supporter upcoming that shuts off abilities for a turn. There are other things that shut off abilities. There are more ways around it. The game has more powerful cards now. But I do think that it will be a real threat. And I do think that maybe not right when it's first released, and maybe the most obvious deck choice won't fit right in with it. But I do think that completely locking both players out of items is a powerful way to go. And you may be saying, why wouldn't you just play Trevenant? Why wouldn't you just play Toad? And those are very good cards, obviously. They've won many tournaments. But Vileplume operates on a completely different axis than those cards. Those cards are based around, this is your attacker. You are working around the restriction of this attacker. With Vileplume, you have to build your deck in a way to take advantage of it. The items that people will run with the new Vileplume are going to be things like rare candies, of course, to get their Vileplumes, and just others. You will run items, and the idea is that you'll have to kind of focus your deck in such a way that it will be a real deck building challenge to be able to have Vileplume not be that big of a downside on your side of the field. And my main thing that I want to get across with this video is that I definitely think that if you are somebody who likes control decks, you like rogue decks, you like doing something different, please work on Vileplume when it comes out. It does have downsides, there are counters to it, but I think that card is very good, and in the right format can catch people by a huge surprise. Particularly if they keep printing, or excuse me, if they print supporters that allow you to select cards, like Sage's Training, for instance, was a card that was around when this card was legal, and you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, take 2, discard the rest, so you were able to run more items because you could just mill them out later, and things like that. I think there's a lot of play with this card, and I think that I personally had so much fun playing with this card, and I think that if you are someone who enjoys this type of strategy, you should definitely check out the new Vileplume. I think you'll have a ton of fun with it. That was your Pokemon card of the day on PKMNcards.com. Thank you so much for watching.